right, investors, I didn't know I could be back like this, talking about John Harbaugh, the Green Bay Packers, Shedeur Sanders, the John Harbaugh sweepstakes, the Cleveland Browns. Hey, guess what just happened? So I get this information today. It seemed like there's a John Harbaugh sweepstakes going on. There's a bidding war going on. We didn't see none of this coming. Because of that loss last night against the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, now the Green Bay Packers head coach, Matt LaFleur, is on the hot seat. He may get fired in the next 24 hours. And if that happened, guess who would be in the running for the head coach? John Harbaugh. You know why? John Harbaugh agent Bryan Harlan is the son of the Green Bay Packers president. Did you see that coming? I didn't see that coming. Yes, let me say it again. The team that may steal John Harbaugh from the Cleveland Browns is the Green Bay Packers because of his agent, Bryan Harlan, who is the son of the legendary Green Bay president. How can the Cleveland Browns compete with that? And you know his agent is going to put Green Bay at the top of the list to be the head coach of his father's team. I wonder if this was orchestrated. I don't want to put that word out there, but that's going to be nasty. Because John Harbaugh, also from what I got from the source here, that's in my hand. There's one thing on that list that John Harbaugh said there's non-negotiable. And that's the control of the 53-man roster. And I think Cleveland Browns would have gave him that, as long as Shedeur Sanders is the quarterback. But now that Green Bay maybe opening up their head coach vacancy, they probably just stole John Harbaugh from the Cleveland Browns. So what we going to do? The Cleveland Browns have already interviewed several other people. Most of those is an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. If the Green Bay fires Matt LaFleur tomorrow, this would have messed up the whole entire short list of interviews that John Harbaugh was going to do. It's going to mess it up. He only was going to interview with 3 or 4 teams anyway. So if that's the case, if Green Bay fired their coach, who will John Harbaugh scratch off their list? Will it be the Cleveland Browns? Will it be the Giants? Will it be the Tennessee Titans? We shall see in 24 hours from now. We'll know, because his list supposed to have been finalized this weekend, but we shall see. We shall see. And can you believe it that there's a veteran broadcaster that gave Kevin Stefanski a -C for his tenure as the Cleveland Brown head coach? If you don't believe me, hold on. Bruce Duran gave him a -C. What type of math are we doing now? What type of grading system we have now? If you're losing, you can get a -C. If you sabotage someone, you can give a -C. If you discriminate against someone, you can get a -C. If you lose on purpose, you can get a -C. If you create a hostile work environment, you can get a -C. If you can discriminate against someone, you can get a -C. If you can hold someone back in the workplace, you can get a -C as a grade. And he said the highest he can go is a -C. No, I said the highest you should have won was a F. But hold on, let me go ahead and play this clip.
A C-. I'll give him the C part of it because he did get to the playoffs twice. But overall, I just can't go higher than that. I'm sorry, but
we giving out C-minuses. Oh, okay. So there you go, Vestas. Hey, the blitz for John Harbaugh just got more complex, if this is true. If the Green Bay fire their head coach tomorrow, the race and the blitz for John Harbaugh, no further comment needed. So Mike McCarthy, you better get ready, because you'll be the next one hot on the list. All right, Vestas, I'll talk to you later. It's going to get hot in these streets here. And there's only but so many head coaches that are available.